ఇంగ్లీష్ ఆగస్ట్ సిలబస్ ఎస్సెట్ న్యూ మోడల్ ప్రకారం ఈ లెసన్ ప్లాన్ రాయడం జరిగింది. వాచ్ ఫుల్ వీడియో ఫర్ ఇంగ్లీష్ లెసన్ ప్లాన్. ప్లీజ్ సబ్స్క్రైబ్ మై ఛానల్ అండ్ షేర్ మై వీడియోస్ తిరు టీచింగ్ వ్లాగ్స్ ఫర్ మోర్ వీడియోస్ అండ్ మోర్ లెసన్ ప్లాన్స్. Class 3rd class, subject English, name of the school MPP School Gonanpeta, name of the teacher CH Tirupati. Columns, unit, topics, periods, textbook plus workbook, time, from, to, others. Unit name, the recipe book. Topics, pre-reading picture, activity 1, 1+1, August 5 to 5. Reading and glossary, 4+4, August 6 to August 11. Comprehension activity 2, vocabulary activity 3-4, 3+3, August 12 to August 17. Grammar activity 5, writing activity 6, 2+2, August 18 to August 19. Conversation activity 7-8, listening and responding 9-10, 3+3, August 22 to August 24. Poem The Swing and activity 11, 2+2, August 25 to August 26. Evaluation and remedial teaching 2+2. Learning outcomes, comprehensions. Reads aloud with appropriate pronunciation and pause. Read small text in English with comprehension. Identifies main idea, sequences and draws conclusion in English. Vocabulary. Uses vocabulary related to maths and EVS related to class 3. Taken dictation of words, phrases, uses singular, plural forms. This is the vocabulary. Grammar. Uses meaningful short sentences in English, orally and in writing. Uses a variety of nouns and pronouns. Next one, writing. Develops simple conversation based on a context using verbal or visual clues. Uses full stop in the sentences. Listening and speaking. Expresses orally her or his opinion, understanding about the story and characters in the story in English or home language. Performs role play. This is the listening and speaking learning outcomes. The next one is language game or phonic drill. Reads printed scripts on the classroom walls, poems, posters, charts, etc. and reads the words. Poem. Recite the poem The Swing. Introduction. Good morning children, how are you today? I interact with whole class. I play a game with them. For interact with lesson, I give them to one ball and I blindfold to one boy. He threw the ball to his friends who take the ball. They draw on fruit or vegetable image on blackboard. That fruit or vegetable, mango, apple, carrot, like that. They enjoy to draw like this type of images. I interact with whole class by different activities like game, song, questions, riddles, puzzles, etc. Experience and activities. I interact whole class with introduction activities. After greetings and activity, I show a pre-reading picture chart and ask them to observe carefully and answer to my questions. What do you see in the picture? Where is the girl in the picture? Name at least 5 things you see in the picture. What is the girl saying? Do you help your mother in her work? I elicit more words in the picture from children. I ask them to say some sentences about the picture. After pre-reading picture interaction, I ask them to observe reading pictures and guess the story by your own. Then I read text by stress and intonation properly. I encourage them to read text. I help them while reading text. I explain them to story. I explain story their home language also. I ask them to underline words which you are unable to understand. Then I write those words on blackboard and explain to all with glossary or meaningful context. I give them to activity sheets and draw a pot, book, vegetable, fruit. They do activity easily. Book, fruit, vegetable, like that. I ask them to comprehension questions. They answer to my questions. Who was the owner of the small hotel? Why did people like the food in the hotel? I explain the kitchen circle things and write it those names. Ladle, knife, paler, pot, bowl, spoon, stove, etc. I ask them to do activity 3 grid. I explain them to singular plural with a beautiful chart. Pot, pots, pen, pens, pencil, pencils. I encourage them to do activity 4 bed, beds, mixer, mixers. I explain them to pronouns in grammar section. I explain them to when use pronouns. I guide children to do activity 5. I explain them to where we use full stop and why we use full stop. I encourage them to do activity 6. I explain uses of can and may. They can do activity 8. Let us play the game. I guide them to write conversation. I give some clues to them. Activity 9. I sing the rhyme with proper stress and rhythm. I ask them to sing rhyme or poem. I elicit rhyming words and say aloud with students. I ask them to write activity 11 rhyming words, fill in the blanks. Blue, do, wide, side, sing, ring, like. Next one is activities, teacher activities, group activities, individual activities. Teacher activities. I serve a pre-reading picture chart and elicit more words and sentences from the children. I explain meanings with contexts. I explain singular plural and ask them to say write more singular plurals. I explain them to pronounces and give them to exercise. I explain them to how to use full stop. This is the teacher activities. Group activities. I divide children into 2 or 3 small groups and give them to singular plural flashcards. Group 1 take pencil, group 2 pencils. Group 1 take bed, group 2 beds. I play a game in the groups. I give the chart and I give some arrows to them. They have to place in correct basket. I am, he, they are. Individual activities. I ask them to one by one to write singular plurals, bed, beds, pens, pen, spoon, spoons. I ask them to write conversation individually. I give each one to write correct pronounces in the blanks. Workbook activities do individually. I encourage them to draw fruit or vegetable. TLM, pre-reading picture chart, singular plural chart, pronouns flashcards, rhyming words chart. Check for understanding questions. Factual, plural form of bed. What is the owner name in lesson? Open-ended. Say some singular plurals. Say if you have a restaurant, which dishes you prepare. Student practice questions. Bed, car, bus, pen. They write the plural in the brackets. Next one is evaluation while learning. Next, signature of the teacher, signature of the HM visiting officer with remarks. Thank you for watching. Watch description for more lesson plans. Thank you, one and all.